when I received a call about some newborn kittens dumped in the trash.
They were in there.
Hi, look at you moving around. You're safe now. Let me see you. All right, let's see. Hello. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an absolutely amazing day so far. So guys, we have a crazy rescue day ahead of us. I was literally sitting down on the couch brainstorming what the heck I could film when I received a call about some newborn kittens dumped in the trash. Now, as crazy as it seems to you guys, it's honestly very common down here for animals to be dumped, whether they're full grown, whether they're newborns. But what's really sad is that these newborn animals can't fend for themselves because they either need the mom to take care of them or they need humans to take care of them. So it is very sad. Now, the story is I got contacted from a friend I've known for a very long time that rescues cats, and she was actually contacted by someone else who works for the county, and they literally found these babies in a garbage truck about to get dumped in a giant trash pile. So down here in South Florida, today is garbage day. So all the garbage trucks went around picking up everyone's garbage, and what I would assume is that wherever these babies were, whoever dumped them, this garbage truck picked up the garbage, dumped it into the garbage truck, and these babies were a part of the garbage. And I really do hope that none of them are injured, none of them have anything wrong with them. Now, so far they found 3 babies and they're still looking for more, but they actually sent me 2 videos, so I'm gonna show you guys and you're gonna see how sad it is.
They were in there. This is one. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but that's it. There's the other one.
Yeah, guys, I honestly literally have no words for just how cruel humans are. I mean, I don't even know how someone could do this, but it is so common down here in South Florida. I have been recently seeing so many posts of dumped animals, and it's just so sickening. Now, these babies seem to be in good health, but we don't know because we haven't gone over there, we haven't inspected them, we haven't investigated to see the conditions of these babies. Hopefully there was only 3 that was dumped and they found all of them, but who only knows. But we're gonna stop talking and we're gonna head over there immediately to get these babies to safety. But before we do that, we're gonna head inside and get a carrier to bring these babies home. Now, I would like to give a huge thank you to Circle for sponsoring this video. I've been using Circle for quite a while now, and I can surely say I'm so much more hydrated. What's really kept me hooked is how there's endless flavors to choose from, and there's something for everyone. So if you're looking for something to give you energy, to give you caffeine, to give you B vitamins, to keep you active, to give you electrolytes, Circle has it all. I even introduced Circle to my family, and they absolutely love it. With how convenient and healthy it is, it's become a favorite. My favorite part is that all you have to do is fill your bottle, fasten the cartridge, flip open and snap back the cap, switch the dial to the intensity you wish, and drink. That never gets old, so delicious and refreshing. So guys, don't wait and try Circle today to change your day-to-day life with staying hydrated. So click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen to get a free white stainless steel bottle and flavor cartridge with your first order of $35 or more. So we're heading on our way. I literally just pulled out of my gate, but we got our bin right here. Now, for me, the best way to transport newborn animals is literally in a bin right here. Now, obviously, since they're newborn, they can't really walk that well. They're not going to be crawling out, so this is definitely the best way. You can see we have a nice spacious bin, and we also have a towel in here, a fresh, clean towel for these little babies. So we are off, and we're going to go rescue these little guys. So guys, I'll catch you all once we arrive. So guys, we have just arrived, and you can see there are literally dump trucks everywhere. If you look over here, there's normal trucks. I mean, there's trucks for everything, but you can see there's dump trucks over there. There's dump trucks behind me, and they even have a gas station area to fill up these dump trucks to go and pick up the trash. but it's so sad that these babies were found here. So helpless, all alone. So we're gonna call the guy who found them, and we're gonna see where he is because I'm a little bit lost, and this is a really big property. All right, guys, so we just got in contact with him, and he's actually gonna be coming out of this building right here. But if you take a look at all of the dump trucks right here, and if you see in the distance, all right guys, it's zooming in, if you see in the distance that giant hill over there, that is actually where they put all of the garbage. But just look how many dump trucks there are, and this is definitely the lot where they store all the trucks. Guys, we have the little babies, so they're in this little box right here that he gave me, but we're gonna be transferring them over to the other box so they're in a comfy blanket. But my rescue friend originally thought there was 3, but there's only 2, and he said that he's gonna continue to look for more. So there's only 2 little babies, and they're just huddled in the corner right here. Guys, take a look. This is pitiful. Oh my gosh, look at this. Hi, look at these little babies. They must be so frightened. They're not even moving an inch. And their tummies definitely look fat, so they definitely have worms, but you can see these babies are so little and so tiny. Let's pick up this little one right here. Hi. Look at you moving around. You're safe now. Let me see you. All right. Let's see. Hello! Welcome to the world. Do you see the big world out there? Look at those blue eyes. So you can see we have one little baby right here, and they're literally a little bit bigger than my hand, but they're so little. So we have one little baby, so we're just gonna take this little guy or girl. We're gonna put him in the bin right here. There you go. Are you sniffing around? You're gonna get nice and comfortable? Yeah, look at you. So we got one little baby in here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab the other one. Hi. It's okay. You can see this one's a little more gray. Oh my goodness. Hi, Stinky Bud. Look at you, crying and crying. Look, you're okay. Here, I put you back with your sibling. There you go. There you go, guys. In a nice, comfy little bin with a nice comfy little blanket. Now once we get them home, we're gonna get them a lot more situated, but this is definitely a change for them from sleeping and being on that dump truck and in the trash to a nice warm cozy blanket, cozy car, and these babies are nice and safe. Look at them. They're just nestling in here, getting nice and comfortable for the long car ride ahead. All right, babies, we're gonna leave you here, take a nice kitty nap, and I'll see you all once we get home. So guys, we have made it back to my house, and we have the little babies in the bin right here. Now we have them in my bathroom. Well, we have them in my guest shower because we are going to be quarantining them. Now the reason we have them in the shower is just in case any animal decides to come in here. They are still protected from my glass shower door. But the reason we're quarantining them is for the safety of the kittens and the safety of my animals. Now my animals have all of their vaccines, so if these babies have anything, my animals are hopefully protected. But we would rather be safe than sorry, so we want to make sure that not only these babies are healthy and happy, but my babies are healthy and happy. But look at them, guys. You can see we put another cozy blanket in here. So they have a nice cozy blanket, they have the towel, and they have a heating pad underneath. And you can see they're literally fast asleep right here, all snuggled up, all happy and safe. So we're actually going to be picking them up because I haven't checked on them yet to see if they have any injuries. Now, they don't have any visible injuries that I could see, but we don't know if they have any underlying stuff that we just can't see by looking at them. So we're going to pick both babies up, and we're just going to be touching around and feeling them to see if they scream and cry. Now, of course, babies scream and cry when you pick them up because they're so itty bitty, but we're literally just going to touch around their entire body to make sure they're okay. And guys, this baby seems pretty healthy. You can see that his legs are nice and strong, he's picking his head up, and he is moving around, and that is the definition of a healthy kitten. Now we don't know, if you look at his tummy right here, we don't know if this tummy, this big old tummy right here, is full of worms. Now, it probably is because every stray animal does come with worms. Now, how these babies get worms, even if they weren't exposed to it, is if their mom has worms and they suck on her nipples to drink the milk. That is actually how the worms are transferred from the mom to the little babies right here. So just to have extra precaution, we are still going to be deworming, defleeing, and feeding these babies today. So I would assume they have worms because their tummies are nice and fat, but we want to see if they have any fleas. Now you can see that their fur is kind of thick, so it's going to be very difficult to see. So we're going to put this baby right here, and we have a flea and tick cone. So a great way to check is to just go like this against the fur, and oh, I don't see any fleas, guys, but an indicator that this baby has fleas is by seeing flea poop. So what flea poop looks like is these dark black specks all over their fur. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's some dark black specks that picked up on the comb when I was brushing through it. So let's go again and let's see. Okay. I know, buddy, I know this is not comfortable, but we want to make sure that you're good. But yeah, I definitely do think that these babies may have fleas, and even if they don't, we're still going to be giving them a bath just to have extra precaution to make sure that these babies are nice and clean and they're in the best health possible. But this baby is looking a-okay. Now guys, I want you to stop what you're doing and comment down below if you think this baby is a boy or girl, because we're about to check. And let's see, we have a little girl. So this first little kitten, the one that has more white and is lighter gray, is a little girl right here. So we're gonna go ahead, put this little baby back, grab this second one right here, which is the dark gray one. And I want you to do the same thing. Do you think this one is a boy or a girl, guys? We're gonna check right now. And we have two sisters. We have another little girl right here. So we have two sisters, and we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna feel around her body to see if she has any injuries. Her legs are looking good. We have no broken legs. Her legs looks nice and strong. Let's hold her up like this. You can see she's trying to move around. She's holding up her head. And at this age, since these babies seem to be about 2.5 to 3 weeks old, they're not gonna have the best walking ability because these babies are still learning to walk. And if you look at her eyes, you can see, I know they're open, but they kind of almost look alien-like, and they kind of look like they're bulging out, and that's because these babies probably just opened up their eyes fully a couple days ago. So these are some fresh newborn little babies that have just been introduced to the world. So we're gonna do the same exact thing, and we're gonna start combing through her fur to see if she has any fleas. Now these fleas are very, very difficult to get out, and they will literally run throughout the fur. So that's why we need to make sure that these babies get a nice flea bath, and we're giving it a scoop, we're giving it a brush, and we don't have anything. But if you guys take a look, if you see these dark black specks right here, that is 100% flea poop. So even though we don't see any fleas, but we see flea poop, we're gonna assume that these babies have fleas. But before we give them a flea and tick bath, before we deworm them, we're actually gonna be heading to the kitchen because we don't know when the last time these babies ate, so we're gonna make them some nice milk. We have made it to my kitchen. We got the kitten milk, and we got our jar that we're gonna be mixing our milk in. So when obviously feeding a kitten, you feed them KMR kitten milk right here. And when you do 1 scoop of powder, you do 2 scoops of water. So because these babies are so little and they don't need that much milk, we're only gonna be doing 2 scoops and 4 scoops of water. So we got our little scooper right here. We're gonna go ahead, let's open up our jar. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna scoop out 1 big scoop right here. We got 1 big scoop. We're gonna go ahead and pour it in. We got 1 scoop. All right, we're going in for the second scoop. We don't have a lot left, so we need to go to the store and get some. And we have our second scoop. There we have it, guys. And voila. We got our formula in here. Now all we have to do is add water and give it a nice mix. And we have our milk nice and mixed up and nice and evenly distributed. Now, when introducing any new newborn animal to new milk, to new nipple, they can be very, very tricky, and it might take a little while for them to get the hang of it because obviously this milk is a little bit different than mom's. The nipple's not mom's, so they might completely reject it, but that is totally normal. Guys, if this ever happens to you, don't freak out. You just need to give it time for the baby to get the hang of it. Obviously, you should not force feed it. So once these babies kind of reject the nipple out of their mouth and reject the milk, do not force feed them because that can lead to aspiration. Now, when these babies aspirate, that means they'll choke on the milk, and usually you'll see it come out of their nose, and sometimes it doesn't, but a little bit of the milk will actually start getting into its lungs, and if that milk is just sitting in there in its lungs, it can cause these babies pneumonia, and it can be very fatal. So you need to follow very precaution steps, and that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. So we have our milk nice and mixed up, and we also have our syringe in our nipple. Now, when feeding any newborn puppy or kitten, I highly recommend using a syringe and a nipple that can fit right on top. Let me see. Right on top of the nipple, because it is a lot easier to control than a pet bottle. Now, if we were to feed these babies a pet bottle, they can ingest it very, very fast, and that's how they can aspirate as well. So by using a syringe, you can actually control it a lot easier. So that's exactly what I do when I take any newborn animals in. This is the first thing that you must follow. Now, what we're gonna do is we're literally just gonna pop the top on open. All right, it's all mixed up. And I think we're gonna syringe about 10 mLs on up. So we're gonna syringe this whole thing up and we're gonna split it between the two. And it's okay if they don't eat all of it. We just wanna see if they eat most of it because we also don't know the last time that these babies ate. So now that we got 10 mLs of the milk in here, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna squirt it in our dish and let's heat this up and go feed the little kitties. And we're syringing it on up. There we have it. Our milk is nice and warm. So we're gonna pop the nipple on. Okay guys, give me a minute. And there we have it, we're ready to feed the kitties. So we're gonna start with this little gray one right here. And I think this one's very, very hungry. So let's put him in my lap. And we're just gonna lightly grab his head so we can have control. Try to get the nipple in there. Okay, I know. All right, look at that. Look at him, so he's tasting the milk. And you can see it's definitely a little weird for him because he's not suckling on the nipple. He's not trying to suck it at all. He's kind of sticking his tongue out. He doesn't really want it, but he's not really rejecting it. So we're gonna keep squirting it in very, very slowly. And yeah, I think he's rejecting it now, guys. Yeah, you can see when he's trying to get his mouth off the nipple. That means he does not want that in his mouth and he does not like how it tastes. So we're gonna give him a second, let him breathe and try again because these babies must be very hungry and they don't know that this is the good stuff. Okay, so he definitely does not want it. So we're not gonna force feed this little guy whatsoever. So we're gonna go ahead and put him back and try with the second one. Are you ready to eat? Yeah, you hungry? The tummy hungry? Okay, we're gonna put this one right here. Do the same exact thing, lightly grab his head up. Okay, and let's try, we're putting some milk. Oh, I thought he started suckling, but he's doing the same thing, kind of pushing his tongue out. Not completely rejecting it, but it's definitely something very, very new. And is he suckling it? Oh my gosh, guys, look, I think he's suckling the milk. I think he's suckling the nipple. Oh my goodness. This is definitely very, very amazing. Now this happens very rarely where the kitten actually gets the hang of it from the get-go. But you can see he's been drinking a little bit and he looked like he was gonna reject it, but he's still suckling. So this is an amazing sign to know that this baby is gonna get a nice full belly. And let's see, does he want any more? Okay. Going. Oh my goodness, you're eating so much. We got some nice full kitty bellies right here. Now we're not gonna force feed them because you can see this little girl was picky, but this one kind of got the hang of it. So we're gonna go at their own pace. We're not gonna force feed them, but we are gonna make sure that these babies don't aspirate whatsoever. But now that they're nice and fed, we're actually going to be weighing them. So we already have our scale right here. And by weighing them, we can actually see how much dewormer to give them. So we have our weight and we also have our dewormer right here. So let's go ahead. We're gonna turn our scale on. Grab our first little kitty right here. All right, come on little buddy. And all right, wait until it zeroed out. Put this little baby on here. And this little baby, if you can see right here, doesn't even weigh a pound, literally 0.72 pounds right there. So we're gonna go on ahead. We're gonna put this little baby back. We're gonna turn the scale back on. Wait till it zeroes out. Get the next baby. All right. And we're going. We got it zeroed out. Got the next little girl on and she weighs literally exactly the same. So they both weigh 0.72 pounds. They don't even weigh a pound yet. So now we got the calculations. We're gonna get the dewormer ready. We got our calculations, so we're gonna go ahead and give the dewormer a nice mix. Make sure it's all evenly distributed. And we're gonna go ahead and open it. Oh, I'm having a little difficulty. Okay, there we have it. So you can see if you take a look, our dewormer is a yellow consistency, and if we smell it, it actually smells really, really good. It honestly smells like vanilla extract. If you guys have ever smelled that, that is a really, really good smell and actually used for baking. It smells really good. So since our kittens weigh 0.72 pounds, we're gonna be giving them 0.07 of the dewormer. So we're gonna go ahead, and that's a very, very small calculation. So we must make sure that we get the right amount. So we're gonna take some up, and if you guys take a look, we're at this little mark right here is 0.1. So we're gonna squirt it back until we have just that, and that's literally nothing when you think about it. That is so little. So we're gonna grab our first little kitty right here, and they're not gonna like this, or they might, but I don't think they are. We're gonna take this, put it in its mouth, and there we go. that wasn't so bad, right? Oh, I think he likes it. Look, guys, he's trying to lick it. So we got the first kitty. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get a little bit more to do the second one. Get the right calculations. There we have it. Take the second kitty. Come here. Come here, yes. Grab his little head softly and I know, it's not good, it's not good. There we go. That's not that bad. So there we have it, guys. We have fed, we have stimulated, and we have dewormed these newborn kittens. Now they've had a very, very long day, so we're actually going to be defleeing them in the next video. But guys, that's going to end today's video. If you all enjoyed today's rescue, bringing these guys home and rescuing them from a garbage truck, we'll give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below a name for these two little girls right here. And if I like your name, I'm gonna shout you out in the next video. And guys, if you wanna see how many fleas are on these babies once we give them a bath, well, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel in the link down below.